Shadows. I know it's been a while since I last posted. I'm just getting stuff ready for starting college, moving into the dorm, which I'm kind of in now, a little bit around. Some stuff I want to show you, but first I want to introduce my roommate.
Hi, Shadows.
This is Casper. He's going to be probably in a few videos and help me out with some ideas and stuff. And I know you guys might be wondering some of the stuff that we've seen here. We're going to get into that. I'm just going to flip the camera, and so you get better ideas. Me and Casper are going to be going through them, reading them out. So you're going to enjoy it if you like Project 863 by Matthias and the team there, because that's what that has to do with. So I'll switch the camera around and we will go through that. So stick around. So, okay, camera's flipped around. Just give me 1 second. We're going to start with some characters that me and Casper have made for our series, for the Project 863. So we're starting with Wednesday. So we got her code number for chats and stuff. Then she loves Scott, so Scott's girlfriend. Worked at Syntech as a scientist. Was asked by Woods to test the clear serum to see what was in it. Woods' older sister lived with Scott in an apartment. Was distraught when Scott went missing, so when he disappeared. Confirmed that Scott wasn't a fan when he showed up at the studio. When Woods mentioned it to Matt, so not the first time, but second time he showed. Helped looked after Willow, thinks of Willow as a little sister called Big Sister by Willow. Then we'll move on to Melanie, or Mel 635. So loves Ben, so Ben's girlfriend in more or less the current timeline, not so much the past. Secretary to Syntech and assistant to Wes and Nelson. So it's kind of a little mix of both. Nelson turned her to a test subject for Project Pegasus. Comforted by Ben during thunderstorms, since she has a fear of them. Later on works at Spellbound and needs a less inconspicuous one than what Ben has. Helps with Doper Note, like the editing, and helps try to keep security and stuff, like the monitoring of the cameras. So thinks of Willow as her daughter/kid. Plays with Willow and gives gifts. The mom is Spellbound, so kind of the mom role, kind of like Matthias is. Like the dad is Spellbound, she's kind of like the mom. Does awkward mom things. It's like the photos and stuff that moms do. Calls everyone sweetie, sweetheart, dear. It's kind of like all those little kind of nicknames and stuff. So then we got Willow. And then there's one other character that's kind of farther over, but we get to Willow now, who is the first character we created. Or number is B236. She was sold by her parents to Nelson to become a test subject when she was 4. Taken in by Ben, then calls him Dad. Gets given gifts by Wes, Scott, Deb, Melanie, and Wednesday. We wrote these out before we had Melanie and Wednesday had names, so they're not in there. Gets given a locket by Wes the day before he died. In the locket is a picture of the 7 of them: Scott, Ben, Wes, Deb, her, Mel, and Wednesday. So the day before her birthday was the day before Wes was killed. I did that. Scared of thunderstorms. Thinks of Melanie as a mom. And she ships Melanie with Ben as well. Takes Ben's last name later on. goes to high school with Woods, but doesn't really know him, just their classmates. Works at Spellbound, helps create sets, works with Woods, and ends up with Woods later on, and then thinks of Wednesday as a big sister. Then we'll go to Daisy, who's way over here. Loves Nelson, so it's Nelson's girlfriend, right? Say girlfriend?
Yeah.
Or should they be like married?
Ooh, I don't know.
Okay, so at least girlfriend, maybe married. That's something to decide on. Doesn't work at Syntech, but goes there to visit Nelson, and maybe Wes on occasions, being friends. Gets into a car accident on the way back from one of her visits to Nelson. She's headstrong and will fight if she's angry. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Wes. Do you want to read Wes?
Sure.
Okay.
So Wes, 15. He loves Deb, and he's co-founder with Nelson. He was murdered by Deb. He owned the first Mountaineer found and died in the Mountaineer. Gets called Uncle Wes by Willow, plays with her and gets gifts. First gift that he gave her was a teddy bear, and the last gift was a pendant with all 7 of them. So it was Wes,
Scott, Ben, Deb, Melanie, Wednesday, and her. And, yeah.
And friends with Melanie, ships Melanie and Ben, and talks to Willow about it.
Yeah, when Wes is spending time, they just talk about the ship. Okay, do you want to do some more?
Scott owns second Mountaineer found, might be stuck in a time loop. Shows the team Autumn's willingness to do anything for Nelson. Gets called Big Brother Scott by Willow. Gets Willow gifts and treats her like a little sister. Friends with Melanie, loves Wednesday, gives a tape recorder to Woods for him to create monster tapes, and lives with Wednesday in an apartment.
Okay. I can do Ben. Yeah. Okay, I can do Ben, Woods, Nelson, Autumn, Gary, and then you can do Sam and the others and ship names. Alright. So, got Ben, B27. So, loved Deb. Was driving around in the first Mountaineer, so Wes's Mountaineer, controlled by Nelson, then is a phantom, pretending to be Wes for a short bit, till he was found out, needs life's blood to survive, lives in RV, was in prison, broke into studio, and destroyed the first Apple II, got caught in the fire at Syntech, loves Melanie, gets called Dad by Willow, comforts Melanie and Willow during thunderstorms, gives gifts and plays with Willow, tries to fight Nelson for Willow, so tries to fight for control back from Nelson, protects Melanie from Nelson. Okay, and be prepared, there's a lot for Woods. Okay, so Woods, or also known as Subject Free for Project 863. Someone copied his key fob to break into the studio, gets blamed a couple times for the stuff. New location where the Mountaineer was found after stolen, where he used to hang out in high school. Dropped walkie-talkie during the one stakeout, broke the antidote, spoiled murder tape on Discord, grudge against Ben for hitting him on the back of the head when Ben broke in to get the next location for the serum. Warning, will fight if angry. Reminds Deb of Wes. That was said in the one letter. Spellbound kid, pretty much. Just like he's one of the Woods thinks of as a son. Same thing kind of with Melanie. Then we got this one. So works with Willow. Went to high school with Willow. Then loves Willow because end up, boyfriend, girlfriend. Helps with thunderstorms if in the same room, so helps Willow with the thunderstorms. Then the warning, will fight anyone that makes Willow sad. Wednesday's younger brother. Been to Syntech when he was 6, but doesn't really remember it. and then when he was at Syntech, because no one was able to watch him, and Wednesday had to work. Wes watched him there, so he was at Syntech when he was 6. Was given a tape recorder to make monster tapes by Scott, and didn't know Wednesday worked for Syntech. He did when he was younger, but didn't remember. We'll go Gary. We'll go Gary, and then we'll go up. So Gary, or GR, government official. It's right in the studio for the Absolate, the necklace that Wes was carried around that Matt started wearing after he got it from the serum bomb. Was the one who told the team Deb was dead. Worked with Nelson, willing to get more patients for the project, for progress on it. And now we go to Nelson. So Nelson, or Cyphus 590, co-founder, was Wes, controlled Ben and Matt, and maybe even possibly John Doe. Push for progress for the project, resulting on Ben testing himself. Takes advantage of Autumn's willingness to please him. Wants to control the valley. Got Deb to murder Wes. Might have been killed because the body outline was said to be Nelson, but who knows for sure. Manipulative. Wanted Autumn to kill Wes and Deb, which is the one conversation that Scott showed the team. And now with the characters there. Loves Daisy. Destroyed after Daisy got into the car accident. Pushes for progress to help / save Daisy. He probably thinks it might help her recover or come out of a coma, which we were thinking would be in. Will turn anyone who hurts Daisy to a test subject. Then Autumn, don't have too much on her, more recent character, but Code Fall 104. Nelson's assistant, willing to do anything to please Nelson or to get Nelson's favor, works in location 7. Okay.
Sam, subject 2, reminded Deb of herself, caring and concerned about almost getting caught, and is a spellbound kid.
There's Bailey. We haven't filled out anything for Bailey yet. Just added her.
Matt, subject 1, controlled by Nelson, reminded Deb of Nelson before he was corrupted, willing to sacrifice himself for the team, personally confronted Ben, doesn't remember anything that happened from the last 7 months. Spellbound dad, took ownership of the Mountaineer, a proud dad of 2 kids.
Yeah.
Very calm, has a goofy side, likes your mom jokes.
Which is very true.
Deb, D3B, loves Wes, murdered by, question mark, head scientist, thank you, of Syntech, created Project 863 to destroy Nelson, pretends to be a computer program,
or D3B,
when first met the team.
Yeah.
Helps the team. She still helps the team today with the programming after her death. Gave Matt location 3 to save the team. Made sure that Matt was going to bring the antidote with him. Gets called Aunt Deb by Willow. Treats her more like a niece. Plays with her and gets her gifts. Friends with Melanie. Makes sure Melanie has enough of the serum before going into hiding.
Okay, and now, we got John Doe, Jim, or John Doe, undercover cop, knows D3, knows Deb, and helps the team, goes no contact, comes back later, and meets in person, might be controlled by Nelson. And now, we'll get to some ship names that we have created for some of the ships. So we got Bellany, which is Ben and Melanie, Woodlow, which is Woods and Willow, and Desley, Deb and Wes. We're gonna do the meme name.
Yeah.
So we created a little meme name for Scott and Wednesday, which is Scones Day,
Wednesday.
which is an amazing one that came up.
And
And our, the actual ship name, Scotty, which almost sounds like you're saying Scotty with an accent, but it's an amazing one. And that is what's all on the walls, if that will focus over there. All on the walls there. Yeah. So we got it covered. It's probably be more added later on if we get more characters that we create. It's probably gonna be added when we think of more info for like Matt, Sam, Bailey, and all of them. Probably gonna be more post-its added, and we will create a murder board for Deb, and a character that we're gonna create that's gonna be on the back, and probably gonna post that murder board for our character and see what you guys can figure out with what info we give, because we will have an idea in mind for who killed our character, but we'll see what if you guys can figure it out with info that we give. And we might just do like small info every now and again to press collection for you guys to see your eyes. Kind of almost like a Project 863, but with our own thing. So that's to be done. So yeah. Wait, can I actually? Oh, you can screenshot stuff. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I was just figuring something out, stuff with my camera. But that's everything here. Give a little quick tour of the dorm room. If you guys wanted to see, so we got our little kitchenette area. So our fridge, microwave. We do have some other appliances like a air fryer. We got soda stream. There's kettle, some food and some of the snacks and stuff up here that doesn't need to be refrigerated or in cupboards. The kitchen table, which is more or less the project craft table thing here. Do a quick thing in my room. Won't be much. Still trying to set some stuff up. Still not fully settled, but that's what we got. Yeah, that's everything. So I'll leave it off as this. See you guys in another video. Bye!